Bicycles have come a long way in recent decades. However, they've remained largely the same for many years. Safety improvements are continually being introduced, but the fundamentals of biking have remained unchanged for far too long. Today, we will be taking a look at several crazy bikes that you have to see to believe. The future is now. But before we begin, be sure to hit that like button and stick around for the final product. Sandwich bike. Build-it-yourself bikes have been on the market for decades, though they are all virtually the same. A standardized bike that has been forced into a box to make shipment a little bit easier. However, Sandwich Bike has taken things much further and given the user a truly enjoyable DIY bike experience. This bike is made from modern simplistic materials that make it look elegant and ride astonishingly well. This bike will ship to your front door completely disassembled. It's your job to put the bike together, though the company makes it super easy to do so. Just follow the video guided instructions and you'll have your bike up and ready to use in a matter of minutes. You can tweak the bike to your specific needs and ensure that everything is attached the way you want it. The thick tires make this bike ride very well, with the wooden frame helping to absorb the shock of the road and give you a super comfortable ride. This is an all-inclusive kit, meaning you'll have everything you need to ride at your fingertips. The price may be a bit steep for some buyers, but this is a bike that is built to last. TReGo Bike. This product pushes the limits of what can truly be considered a bicycle, as this adds an additional wheel to your bike. This product replaces the front forks of your bike and gives you an extra wheel for added stability. Riding a two-wheeled bicycle may seem great on its own. However, there are certain obstacles that can be difficult to overcome when riding on a mere two wheels. This product adds a bit more stability to your ride, giving you more control both on-road and off-road. You can also carry around luggage with ease, as the TReGo assembly has a built-in luggage rack that mounts to the front of the bike. You will more easily be able to ride across bumpy sidewalks and streets without risking losing your balance or injuring others in the event of a crash. This makes your bike several times more stable than before, so you can cruise around without such an overwhelming worry for the safety of you and those around you. This new set of forks is made with a solid metal construction and is built to last for many years. Hydraulic brakes are also equipped so that you'll have all the stopping force you could possibly need. Chainless Bicycle. Since bicycles were first invented, they've almost always been crafted around a chain-driven wheel design. However, this company has redefined how bicycles are produced, creating a bike that does not have a chain or any other parts that require maintenance. Chains can be one of the weakest links of your bicycle. They can become covered in dirt and mud, giving you a rough and aggressive riding experience. They can also stretch over time, potentially popping off the gear and causing a serious crash that could be life-threatening. However, this chainless bike removes all of those worries and gives riders access to safe and effective bicycle transportation without the concerns of a chain. This bike is completely maintenance-free, unlike other bikes that require constant cleaning and adjusting of the chain. The best part is that the chainless bike has a much better turning radius, and you can even fold it in half and store it in the back seat of a compact car. If you've been searching for a bike that can be taken anywhere you go and never need to be adjusted, this is the bike for you. These bikes have been taking the world by storm, so grab one before they're gone. String bike. This bike could also be considered a chainless bike, but for a much different reason. The string bike may sound like a very interesting name, but it's actually quite simple, considering the bike is driven by a string. The bike is super interesting as there's no chain required. Instead, the pedals drive a string mechanism that attaches to the gear on the rear of the bike. A set of pulleys help drive the wheel in the exact same way a bike would. However, string is much more easily accessible and can be easily replaced in a matter of seconds. Chains require constant lubrication and can break down over time, stretching out and causing mechanical issues. This string mechanism may seem odd or even otherworldly, but it gets the job done very well. Much of the advertising around this bike is geared toward children, as this is an excellent way to teach children basic mechanics and give them a vehicle and a means of transportation that they can easily service on their own. However, these bikes work out great for adults and avid bike riders as well. This is one of the most simplistic bikes we have ever seen, and can make your next outdoor adventure a bit more interesting and easier to maintain. Sada Bike. This bike is very interesting as it features hubless wheels that can support the weight of an average rider without the use of spokes or other standard hub styles. This bike relies on a chain-driven mechanism that attaches to the lower portion of the rear wheel. As the rider pedals the bike, the chain will latch onto a spinning pulley assembly that will then cause the rear wheel to spin. This means that you do not need to worry with the gears or other components that can wear over time. This mechanism is built to last the lifespan of the bike and will virtually never break down. We've seen hubless wheels making their way onto many different vehicles recently, specifically motorcycles. This design is no different. There are many benefits to having a hubless wheel, with safety being a large benefit. You no longer have to worry about debris, trash, or sticks getting caught in the spokes of your wheels. Instead, they can pass right through without harming you or those around you. They're also super easy to clean. They can also offer superior stopping abilities when compared to a standard wheel, making them an excellent choice for most riders. GiBike. This is a bike that we will very likely see a lot of in the future, as this style of bike seems to be the direction a lot of companies are headed. While biking is a very healthy sport to get involved in, we could all use a bit of help from time to time. This bike is perfect for that, as it can offer up to 40 miles of electric assistance that will keep you in motion, even when your legs are tired and ready to give in. This bike pairs to your smartphone, allowing you to see important information about the bike, as well as keep track of your speed and current route. Interestingly, you can also use the smartphone app to lock your bike, or unlock it for your friends to use if the need ever arises. This would be perfect for use with a group of friends, as each of you could help pay for the bike and you could easily share access to the bike with the smartphone app. The GiBike is also able to be folded in half with a single motion, locking in place and storing away for later use. Halfbike 3. This bike has been making its way across the world, and you may have seen people riding a bike very similar to this in a major city near you. This is a stand-up bike with 3 wheels. The pedal mechanism is operated while you stand up, bridging the gap between a bicycle and a Segway. While this bike isn't electric, it can help you get where you need to go quickly and efficiently. These can be much easier to control than a bike, as you have more stability while standing. You can also lean or turn easier, as your entire body will be leaning with you, rather than just your torso. You can maneuver tight spaces while keeping up with your friends, or go off-roading for some real adventure. This is far safer than a bike, as you're much closer to the ground and could hop off much more easily if the need ever arose. The 3 wheels also give added stability for uncertain terrain, making this the perfect all-in-one transportation device for most people.